Lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Leonard. It's hauled in by Adams. Memphis with the ball. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Morris. Adams' shot is off. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Morris dishes to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Morant. He kicks to Adams. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. Here's Morant. And Zubats with the block. And they'll keep possession. And the shot is good. Here's Jackson.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full court touchdown passes.
Morant passes to Adams. Pass to Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Leonard.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Jackson against Morant. Outside for Jackson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. George passes to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pocket 6. Here's Morris over Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Morant kicks to Jackson. Dishes it to Brooks. Pass to Morant. Nifty move. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Brooks misses.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
George finds Zubats. Jackson from long range. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant with it. Leonard picks him up. The pass to Jackson. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Morant against Leonard. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Outside for Jackson. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Zubac no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Leonard against Brooks. Jackson passes to Adams. With the drive, and Adams with the slam.
Always aggressive, but not always assertive offensively. Steven Adams taking it right to the defense.
Pass to Zubac. The dish to Jackson. Kicks it to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Morant against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Nobody near Leonard. And that one's on target from the wing.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Can't hit that one. Leonard fires away from outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson misses. Memphis trailing here.
We saw glimpses of John Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Kept alive. Adams, the pass to Brooks. A second chance effort. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's George. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Outside for George. On the wing, Morris. Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. The 3 from George. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Another level indeed for John Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
George finds Jackson. Outside for George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Latrey. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got 5 now.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Here's George outside for Jackson. Passes to Zubac. Jackson dishes to Morris. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Three-pointer. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
Morant against Jackson. Left side, Bain. Outside Jackson. Morant against Jackson. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George passes to Morris. George dishes to Morris. Back to George. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. It's Morant with the drive. Outside Jackson. Morant looking around. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Leonard kicks to Morris. Back to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. Fires for 3. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Bain's got 5.
Making use of these corner spots. Bain is especially dangerous from this area.
Tipped away. Morant with it. George picks him up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bain passes to Brooks. Back to Bain. He feeds it to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Just 3 to shoot. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Adams. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
You got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Checking out the group for SuperLu to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
To the left wing. The pass to Green. For the lead. No good on the shot. The Clippers in the lead. Morris kicks to Jackson. The Clippers again turning it over.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Now, here's Green. On the wing, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
man, guarded by Green. Back to Powell. For three, Covington buries the long-range jumper.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Upside, Batum. 6 to shoot. Here's Man. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Conchar. Guarded by Powell. Conchar, good.
Hey, guys, but he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Wall. Here we go now. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Fast-paced play from Norman Powell. Doesn't waste time finding his shot once he has the ball.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. Outside, Green. Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. Conchar can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 5. Over to the left wing. Wall finds Powell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's the drive. Mark against Wall. Powell, the pass to Covington. From deep three-point range, it's Clark with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. Just couldn't hit it.
That one good for 2.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And Wall kicks to Covington. Pass to Powell. The kick out to Wall. It's stolen by Jones. He dishes it to Clark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Clark against Batum. They kick it out to Green. Back to Clark. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead. Passes it to Powell. Takes it out to Covington. Back to Powell. Covington setting the pick for Powell. Shot clock at 6. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 5.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Jones looking for an opening. Green left side. And it's Clark in the corner. Knocked loose. Powell with the steal. Batum passes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Getting to the rim, Covington has popped when he needs it.
There's the pass to Aldama. Clark right side. Great D that time from Batum.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 5. Live from...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Los Angeles leading by 5. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson passes to Brooks. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard kicks to Jackson. George with a screen on Morant. Jacks up a three. That's good for George on the assist by Jackson. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Moran finds Brooks. That shot is off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Now George. Morris passes to George. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Morant. And it's George missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the beat.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
The offensive rebound, back to Morant. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Pass to Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And George kicks to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 4 on the shot clock. Morris outside. There's Jackson with the 3.
With long arms and great footwork, John Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Up top, Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from George.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. From deep. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Jackson finds George. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Leonard. That one goes. Counted. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Now the pass to Bane. Here's Morant. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
Morris looking over the floor. Outside Leonard launches it, takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Leonard.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Pass to Jackson. He kicks to Leonard. To the middle. Over Brooks. Outside Leonard. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Leonard. Passes it to Morris. Back to Jackson. Leonard with the ball. So the Clippers with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
It's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Pass to Prince. Picked by Gobert. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's Bain. Brooks with it. Now here's Jackson. Adams with a screen on Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
At the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. Now Jackson. Back to Bain. Now here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Clock is at 3. Deflected. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Gobert passes to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Here's Russell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Morant. To the inside. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that spot. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Russell against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. And both free throws good for Edwards. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hot. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Now here's Russell to the middle. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Morant against Russell. The shot that time not on target. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Count the basket. The Timberwolves trail. Right side, Russell. Outside, McDaniels. This one for three. They get it again. Tries again. Oh, Adams with the block. Now Morant. Pass to Brooks. Takes a three. McDaniels with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Adams with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Morant against Russell. Pass to Edwards. Gobert passes to Edwards. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Inside gets the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Russell to pass to Gobert. Outside for Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gobert. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Yep, count it. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Now here's Morant. He's got 12. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Morant with it. Outside Payne. Shot clock at 5. And it's Morant off the drive.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
And the shot's good. Edwards has got 8.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Russell. Into the lane. Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The speed and athleticism on Morant is a tough combination to guard, which is why he gets fouled.
And Morant drops them both. And here's Russell. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Morant against Russell.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Morant. And he can't bank that one in. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside Morant. Robbed. It's a one-on-one situation. Edwards for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis leading. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Russell. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Now just a 3-point Memphis lead.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr. showing you what a big man can do with the rim.
Russell up top, pounded by Morant. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson finds Morant. On the wing, Bane. Brooks outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Nas Reed, Kyle Anderson, Jamie Millett, Austin Rivers.
The ball's knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Morant. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8 points in the... All right, good stuff, Alec. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the... Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Nas Reed, Jaden McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Austin Rivers, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Back to Rivers, to the inside. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. On the wing, Conchar. Inside, Clark. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Back to Jones. Puts up a 3. And they'll get another chance.
Jaden McDaniel. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Clark against Reed. Second chance effort. And out of bounds. So Minnesota will have it.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
The Timberwolves trail. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Noel. McDaniels with it. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Here's Jones. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside for Green. It's stolen. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Rivers. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Down low. Here's Reed. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's off in the first.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Well, the Grizzlies shooting a fantastic 57%. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
2 minutes remaining.
5 on the clock. And that one hits the back iron.
Normally he drains that.
Anderson with it. He's picked up by Jones. Here's Noel. And the shot goes in.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Memphis leading. Pass to Aldama. Outside, Green. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside, Anderson. Here's Noel. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third quarter. This for the tie. He drops it from range. Noel's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Back to Jones. Outside, Green. McDaniels against Jones. Green up top. Clark left side. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And Clark drops them both. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Rivers. Outside McDaniels. Outside Anderson. Here's Noel. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
On the wing, Conchar.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Second personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Edwards outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's a tie game in Memphis. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from the team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Moran. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Moran is going on defense, he forces them to foul him.
And Morant drops them both. Here's Russell. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. Out left to the wing. Here's Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Towns against Jackson. Russell with the ball. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
Outside Morant. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. And he converts the layup.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Russell to pass to Towns. Here's Brent. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Steven Adams. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hand.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Prince can't hit.
His third personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And then Morant with the dunk.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Now Russell. Pass to Towns. And he banks in the layup.
And in the big ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Morant. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from downtown. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half. Outside Edwards to the right side. Trent's on the attack. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
He's not going to let this game get away from him. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
Here's Morant. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful finish.
That had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer. Money. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Great to see guys don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Morant. Counted.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shot.
Outside Edwards. Towns, a screen on Payne. Edwards finds Towns. A rebound by Jackson.
Not enough room to finish, and that's why they're usually late.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Morant with it. Another shot. That shot missing. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. What a performance. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
Are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Right side Towns. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barrett.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. Gobert also finds Gobert. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell passes to Towns. This is to Prince. Left side, Edwards. Inside. Here's Gobert. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Towns. The dish to Gobert. Knocked away. Wall with the steal. The shot by George, wide open. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 5 now.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Now here's Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And the pass to Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First
It goes on Taurean Prince.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest stages.
Now Wall. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. And the wide open shot from Morris. That three off the mark. Timberwolves trail. Edwards inside. Defended by George. Outside, Towns. Pass to Russell. Towns dishes to Gobert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Wall finds Morris. And there's the drive. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Towns wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard over Prince. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
The kick out to Towns. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And the number one overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Outside Leonard. Out to Morris. Clock at 4. The runner. Off the left rim and out. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Prince. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Outside, George. Here's Leonard going inside. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And Leonard no good on that one.
With Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff.
So at the end of and getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Gobert the pass to Edwards. No good from outside. Clippers leading by 3. Here's George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to India. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Here is Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to Edwards. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
George against Edwards. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Ball against Russell. Out to Edwards. Back to Russell. 6 to shoot. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Left side, Wall. Outside, George. Pass to Morris. And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
And Russell gets it to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
George against Edwards. And George with the stop.
Oh, man. Paul George right now, he's on fire, and the D looking hopeless.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside, Towns. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside, Wall. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Russell with it. George picks him up. Russell dishes to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Got a piece of it. Passes it to George. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
Russell against Wall. The kick out to Towns. And it's off from 3-point range. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. 1:15 left in the first half. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 17.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot. .11 left in the first half of basketball.
Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 6. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
On the wing, Morris. Zubats trying to break loose. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Wall. Morris has got his second basket. And the Timberwolves call time. Timberwolves trail by 9. Russell with it. Shot to stop the run. Here's Gobert. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Outside for George. Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And now it's only a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense. Thank you, David. Folks.
29, the Timberwolves, 24.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for SuperLu. The first one falls.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
There's McDaniels out left to the wing. Here's Anderson. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Mann. Reed with the block. Rivers surveying the D. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the opening.
Minnesota shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now Jackson. Covington kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Clock at 6. Rivers finds Anderson. Wants to get it to Reed. And does. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Rivers gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jackson from long range. Reed with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that, for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level.
Powell dishes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Timberwolves trail by 6. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Here's Anderson, and he finishes nicely on the lane.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Rivers against Jackson. It's Covington on the wing. It's Powell on the wing. Takes it off the glass. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Norman Powell has has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Rivers passes to Anderson. And there's the pass to Reed. Feeds it to Rivers. Pass to Reed. Nasty move. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
1:36 left in the third. Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Timeout.
1:14 left in the third quarter. And here's Jackson. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Here's Noel. Can't hit from in close. It's Powell with the drive. Outside for Batum. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Powell down low. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. It's Rivers on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. For the tie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
For Minnesota, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Wall. Outside for George. Shoots the 3. And they recover it. Back to Wall. Pass to Morris. Tries again. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of a 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Towns, the pass to Gobert.
You watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Wall finds Leonard. Back to Wall. Leonard with the ball. He's guarded by Russell. 5 to shoot. Leonard, the pass to Wall. Over Russell. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Russell kicks to Prince. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Nailed from three-point land.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
And here's Morris for three. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Wall attacking. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Towns kicks to Edwards. Back to Towns. Over Morris. Kicks it out to Prince. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards. That's good.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first. Overall, Anthony has a special ability to score.
Out to Morris. Back to Wall. George against Edwards. Now, here is George. He's covered closely.
That's a nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
Edwards can't hit. LA's gone 3-6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Morris. Here he goes. Gobert with the block. Down low. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist here tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great job by this team closing out.
The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow mo,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
players are moving it, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter of this one. George passes to Wall.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on him.
And George able to finish. George has got 4 this quarter.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Russell pushes to Edwards. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Here's Wall outside for George. Zubac's the best to George. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. Morris dishes to Leonard. It's good.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Wall against Russell. Out to Edwards. Prince outside. Here's the 3. You can't get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And how about the conviction to his craft? Wall has trust that his ability will shine through in big moments.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David.
You got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to get his all.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the first of two, no good, heartbreaking.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards at the line for two.
And the second of two is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just look those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a post. What a show they put on here at home tonight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Bailey,
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Morris for 3. Here's Zubats. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Moran against Jackson. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on even to Zubats.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how how times have changed. He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. From the arc. Paul George pulls down the board. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Adams finds Morant. Here's the three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Jackson. Morris passes to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Morris passes to Jackson. Clock at 6. And the Clippers miss again. Pass to Morant. Jackson the screen. Morant against Morris. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Morant. 7 points in the game. And here's Jackson. Up top, Bain. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You could really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Morris. Oh, no good. Unable to end this run.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Bain finds Morant. 6 to shoot. Adams with the ball. Back to Morant. Pulls it from the top of the key. Second chance shot. And Adams lays it in.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
George outside. Pass to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. The three. Counted from distance. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berrys, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
It's Morant off the drive. Here's Adams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
He's off on the second. Leonard outside. To the inside. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 7 shots to fall. Morant against Jackson.
And then Morant with the jam. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
First personal foul. First team foul.
24 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Jackson. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Morris on the wing. Zubats inside. George for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. A big difference. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Adams with a screen on Jackson. And here's Morant outside. There's the triple. He missed it. Now 3 for 7. The Clippers trail. Jackson, the pass to George. Pass to Morris. Now Leonard. Up top, George. Back to Leonard. Driving to the basket. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, over the years, Reggie Jackson's improvement as a range shooter has really unlocked his game.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Brooks, the pass to Morant. To the left side wing. Pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 14 points.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Now here's Leonard. Launches it. Drains the triple. He's got 7.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. Over Morris. Outside for Morant. From downtown. Here's Adams. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Zubats inside. Adams covering. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jackson. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a little bit about balance and concentration. situation. Jackson absorbs the contact and makes the shot anyway.
Moran against Jackson. Adams, the pass to Bain. And here's Moran. And his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the half. Leonard for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. From deep, Morant drills it from deep. And now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
All right, fans.
27 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Moran against Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Can they get it? And the Clippers miss again. Outside Moran from deep. Here's Adams. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now, guys.
So we conclude the first half. It's the Grizzlies up by 15. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 4. Let's go with a 3. The shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Batum, the pass to Powell. Here's Mann on the take. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Jones against Wall. Out to the wing. Pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Outside for Green. Elbow shot on the way. Batum pulls it in. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. It just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
First one falls for him.
Think about Robert Covington's past to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
Back to Jones. Outside, Green. Here's Conchar. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That free throw, no good.
Shooting for Memphis, John Conchar at the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Out to Covington. Powell outside. Back to Covington. And And he gets it to go. Covington's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the handle of Mr. Robert Covington? Nicely done on the dribble move.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Aldama. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Powell in the post. Back to Wall. 3 on the clock. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Here's Aldama.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And he dumps it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Pass to Man. Here's Wall. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Brandon Clark.
This guy has never been afraid to take the foul while finishing his shooting motion. John Wall through contact. Yes, sir.
And the second free throw is good. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. Jones with the ball. Shot clock at 6. From behind the arc. Goes back up. Here's Conchar. Low block shot. Uses the glass to drop it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Wall, the pass to Powell. Misses the 3. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Jones. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Up top, Wall, defended by Jones. Here's Covington. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Robert Covington, first personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from Jones. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Green. Wall against Jones. Covington grabs the board.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And so it's Memphis with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Morris passes to Jackson. Leonard outside. From outside the arc, Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Moran. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard for 3. It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Now Jackson. He's guarded by Zubac. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. Pass to Morris. Beyond the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Moran. Got a hand on it. George outside. Jackson outside. Back to George. Morris, a screen on Bain. For 3, George. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Outside Morant. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jackson. It's stolen by Leonard. Jackson left side. Back to George. And the jam by George.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Here's Moran. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams strong finish.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Now here's Morris. Kicks it to George. Jackson on the wing. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And George gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. George has got 8 points here in the quarter. Now here's Morant.
And then Morant with the jam. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Leonard passes to George. Launches a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
By maximizing their potential on every scoring opportunity, they've somehow, some way made this a thrilling finale.
Outside Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Jackson, and here's George. Now Morris, the 3 ball. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 9 rebounds now. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Morant against George. And it's Morant missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Pass to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. 4-3. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Brooks outside. Back to Jackson. Outside Moran. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
From deep, offline. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, a nice win on the road by the time.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
And so he makes both from the line. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Here's Morant after Taurean Prince's bucket. Outside, Bane. Jackson kicks to Bane. Morant with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. It's Prince on the wing. It's good from long range. Prince has got 5.
The former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Morant looking around. Fires the 3. The shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. Russell passes to Edwards. Count it.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Outside Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Out to Morant. To end the run. And another miss by Memphis. For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Now, here's Bane. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Kick out to Adams. And stolen by Russell. Prince outside. Towns against Adams. Towns, the pass to Russell. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke to left. He can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Now here's Jackson. Morant finds Adams. Morant outside. To come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Towns high post. Jackson on him. Towns the pass to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Right wing. Pass to Gobert. Over Adams. Gobert, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Out to Brooks. Can they get it? They get it back. Adams. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Prince outside. Jackson against Towns. To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And that one, good.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with a sweet dime there.
Russell kicks to Towns. To the inside. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Russell. That's a 2 from Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Now Russell. Outside, Towns. Kicks it to Edwards. Back to Towns. From the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is, and very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jump.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Minnesota on top, up by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Outside, Russell. Driving inside. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Memphis on the break. Now, here's Morant for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota leading by 5. Right side, Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down. So you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Brooks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender maybe next time.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Towns the pass to Gobert. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Morant passes to Adams. Morant kicks to Bain. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Prince dishes to Gobert. There's Russell with the 3. Brooks grabs the board.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Out to Russell. Morant with the steal. And stolen by Russell. 3-on-3. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Morant outside. The pass to Bain. Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Memphis moving it around. Brooks misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
How about last season? He made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Brooks finds Jackson. Back to Brooks. Right side Jackson to the right side. Trying to get something going. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And he can't hit the second. Timberwolves leading by 6. Out to Edwards. From deep, Prince. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to Brooks. Morant outside. No good with the triple.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck to lead here. It's just not his night.
Here's Prince. Here's Edwards. He goes up again. Morant with the steal. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan. And at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Right side Towns.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for... second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
McDaniels is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Rivers. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And they can't make the second free throw either. Listen both. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. 4-point game. A crossover. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
To the left side wing. McDaniels with the ball. Working on Green. Here's Noel. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Green, the pass to Aldama. Passes to Green. 6 to shoot. Another shot. He kicks it to Clark. For the tie. Hands it from downtown. Konchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Rivers passes to McDaniels. Here's Noel. Here's Rivers. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Jones, no one around him. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Rivers. It's stolen. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving it around. To the wing on the left. For the lead. Headshot off. Good D by Anderson. Now here's McDaniel. Defense is right there. Jones drives in.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And so Jones nails both of them. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Anderson kicks to McDaniel. Trying to end the drought. Pass to Rivers. There's the pass to Reed. Good on the bucket. Reed's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Jones, the pass to Concha. There's the dish to Green. Misses from close range. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Rivers passes to Noel. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Aldama. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Aldama. Anderson with the block. And they're running. Here's Noel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Jones drives in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. That one is no good. Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. So with a wide open look, a three-pointer is right on target. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Russell. This is to Edwards. Outside Prince. Gobert down low. Adams on him. Shot clock at 6. Russell passes to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Payne, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The feed to Towns. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside, Payne. Kicks to Jones. Here's Jackson. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him. That's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. Bane finds Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Towns, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Memphis leading. And Brooks, here we go. And that one drops.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Timeout called for Minnesota.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. Told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Prince outside. Here's Edwards. Second chance shot.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense.
Memphis leading by 3. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And finished off by Morant.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Memphis?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Edwards against Spain to stop the run. Grizzlies with the rebound. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's Morant missing.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whips it.
And stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell's running, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Morant kicks to Bane. Morant against Russell. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Bain with it, picked up by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
And stolen by Russell. Pass to Edwards. Down low. Gobert can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the score.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that lift, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Bain kicks to Morant. He dishes it to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Morant drives in.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Edwards passes to Brooks. Edwards against Bain. Towns wide open. Off target with his 3.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Morant outside. Memphis moving it around. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. On the wing, Bain. The 3. Out to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 6. Gobert finds Towns. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Minnesota foul. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Edwards can't hit. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Hits the trifecta.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Wall. Pass to Morris. From the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Yep, that one goes.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Takes the three. Ooh, Morris with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And the jam by George.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
And Minnesota calls time here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Russell to pass to Edwards. He can't hit that time. And George with some nice D. Leonard finds George. Now Wall. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morris. Second shot opportunity. And Gobert with a block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Towns. And the layup is good off the glass.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Wall. Morris outside. Pass to George. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by George.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Russell to pass to Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Morris. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Russell against Wall. Towns down low. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 7.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Leonard outside. Back to George. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Pass to Towns. Here's Brent. Back to Towns. To the middle. Brent can't hit. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Morris with it. Russell covering. Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Left side, Edwards. Fires for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
George against Edwards. Out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answer each other from range.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
To the wing on the left. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against.
He hits the second from the line. Russell against Wall. Morris outside. George outside. Out to Leonard. He got it up. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's over. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
So, on the floor for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one spot. Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Show me a spirit, fans. Loudest give me a lead against a free t-shirt.
The Clippers trail.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
George finds Morris. The three is up. Prince grabs the miss. Morris has gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Towns passes to Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Now here's Wall. Here's George. Edwards pulls it in.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Edwards with it. Launches it. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 9.
If you relax on him out there, he's going to make you pay every time.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, they struggle.
For Los Angeles, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Back to Wall. To stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in. And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
They get it back. Pass to Prince. There's the triple. That shot missing.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Morris passes to Leonard. George outside. Now Wall. Leonard with the ball. Oh, misses the dunk. Russell with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. And then Russell with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut it to the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Pass to Morris. Out to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3. Give him 8.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Towns with the ball. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. Here's George. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
For VA, I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 5. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
We know he brings it on the defensive end, but now Rudy Gobert is challenging people on the other end.
Pass to Wall. Back to George. The kick out to Morris. And here's Zubats. Fires the 3. Morris can't hit. Here's Towns. Now Gobert. Left side, Russell. Fires the three. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
The kick out to Wall. Pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Now here's George. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Prince down low. Leonard defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many... The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
No good on that one. Good on the second one.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And it's the Clippers on the break. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Because of Georgia's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
31, the Clippers, 24.
We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We've got Austin Rivers, McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Jackson down low. Uses the glass on the layup.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Minnesota in the lead. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Count that one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Jackson down low. Out to Powell. Pass to Mann. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Anderson. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Jackson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
He was all over with that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head, force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. George with the bucket.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Russell from outside. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Leonard finds George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Now just a 2-point Timberwolf lead.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Russell against Wall. Gobert. Soft touch off the glass. Gobert's got 9.
Inside, Gobert is a nightmare. With his height, it's tough to create good coverage.
Wall, the pass to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Here's Leonard. Oh, and Towns with the block. Wall against Russell. And it's blocked by Wall.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Pass to Towns. And that's an intentional foul. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Here's Russell. 7 points in the game. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit that one. Ooh, nice D from George. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Inside. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And Gobert with the stuff.
And for a man his size, it's amazing how Gobert gets up and down the court.
George against Edwards. Right wing. Wall finds Morris. And the Clippers miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Edwards. Shakes him to the wing, right side. Gobert inside. Leonard defending. Gobert with the bucket.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Outside Wall. Leonard outside. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. Pass to Wall. And here's Morris. Oh, they need that. And he's going to the line for 2. The head coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The previous play is
You know, one
under
thing
review.
this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Make some noise for the first Avenue Breaker.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Morris. Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Towns on a screen. And here's Edwards. Here's Russell.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot without.
And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Second personal foul.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's George. Outside Wall. Back to George. Morris outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
3 points.
George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Wall against Russell. Outside Edwards. Shots blocked. Morris outside. Back to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
George hits them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And Minnesota calls time here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Allie, thank you. Now here's George. Pass to Zubac. George with it. The kick out to Wall. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Morris for 3. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
We're watching the offensive development by Rudy Gobert. He is exploding tonight.
Wall, the pass to George. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Russell, the pass to Edwards. To the inside, to the middle. Pass to Prince. Back to Towns. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Leonard passes to Wall. Leonard right side. Here's Wall. It's George on the wing. Defended by Gobert. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense. Putting consistent pressure on this defense, just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Here's George, following the score by Minnesota. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. From behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Edwards. Leonard defending. Here's Brent. Back to Edwards. Outside Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping them get such a high percentage look.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Russell, the pass to Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Leonard finds some space and all around the rim that time before dropping.
Dating all the way back to college. This is one of Kawhi's pet moves, the Sutton pull-up jumper.
George against Edwards. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Pass to Prince. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keep the ball moving.
So it's Minnesota now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. Edwards against George. Here's Prince. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Man, you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Shot from the wing. George, no good. And so they foul intentionally.
John Wall. 4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Edwards. George outside. It's off. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.